WR Bills for another 5 gifted, man.
Won't spare you guys any detail. Let's get right into it.
What's up, gang? As you guys may or may not know, we've been working on a really interesting project, and it's finally come to fruition, and we're actually going to be building it very soon. I'm super excited. First and foremost, I just want to give a really big shout out to Corsair for sponsoring this super insane custom computer. And on that note, I'm going to give you guys a small snippet of all the components.
All right, Mike.
Brother got raving.
He's bad, there it is. And Rojiku wins, and he does a backflip. He's actually breaking it.
So, talk to me, bro. What's your favorite? Let's start with your favorite theme.
All right, so I'm big, as you can see. Like, we got the backdrop, we got the katanas, you know what I'm saying? We got the swords in the back, right? And then we also have. I'm just a big fan of just like the Asian culture, Japanese culture specifically. And then I have art as well. Like I have a samurai here. I got the geisha here. This is a work in progress here. So definitely anything that we can get themed like that. I would say anything like Japanese style. You know, I'm a big fan of Dead or Alive. You know, that was a big theme. Into, you know, I'm a big fan of like the whole cherry blossom thing, like samurais. I'm a big fan of samurais. Ninjas, I like ninjas too. And then obviously like the colors. You know, I'm big on red and black, big. Maybe some white accents, possibly some kind of white in there to kind of lighten it up a little bit. You know.
What if I can turn you into an anime character?
Now listen, that sounds like something I'll be interested.
Like a slasher character, like.
Yes, bro. That sounds exactly like what I want you to do. You already know what I want.
It's sick. It's a one of a kind, right? The whole point for us is to build one of a kind. It's gonna be the EmeryReigns PC,
have
bro.
that shit all over the place, bro. I'm gonna be like super happy.
We can't wait.
Radiator first.
Q-tips.
Dude. I go whoop, into there like that. Fix on these? No? No? Okay. That's fine. You should hear it click. Okay.
This.
Yep.
Correct. Alright, perfect slip.
Okay, hold on. All right, so all the components are installed, fittings are installed, cable management is done. We're now gonna install basically the whole statue. Basically, I call it the statue with the mechanized wings into the system. Do the connections and then install the water pump, the combo water pump res. Finalize the connections, close up the case, do the main pipes, and then start the computer up to see if everything's working. So we're putting in the back panel now. Connected all the fans that are going to the back panel. Once that's in, we're then gonna install the pump from the under of the case, and then we're gonna do the pipes, and then we're gonna turn this system on. So we're gonna do the first bend from the CPU into the board, and basically we're gonna only do 190 degree in order to get like the most perfect possible bend that's imaginable to man. Because we're gonna use an angled adapter for the second bend. tested with the air pressure, and everything seems fine. So now we're gonna put in the Corsair's Hydro-X fluid, the clear one, of course, and we're gonna test and see if there are any leaks anyways. So let's go. So I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a roundabout on how the system came to be, as to why we chose the art that we chose, as to why we chose the components we chose, and you know, the fittings and all that kind of stuff, yada yada. So let's get straight into it. Basically, the art that you see here is Michael himself. We rendered the art through Ultra Combo. They made us an AI rendition of him as a samurai because he's a big Japanese culture lover. He loves samurai, and you know what? He's got a sick fresh cut and a nice eyebrow cut on his image that he always wants to respect. So it's a rendition of him, and he really loved it when he saw the image. The wings were a bit of an addition on my end because if you go back to what his name is, EmeryReigns, and to reign upon a country or anything means someone has to be higher. In order to be higher, you have to have wings. So my idea was EmeryReigns over a city or a populace or whatever. That was the idea. And having the wings is what allows it to happen. The case itself, the look of it, was also AI designed by our sister company, Ultra Combo. These guys did the AI for the image and for the case itself. And basically the idea behind it was Japanese, the flowers, and the samurai sword. Afterwards, component selection. Emery does, YouTube videos, rendering, he plays video games, he does it all. So we wanted to make sure to give him a good graphics card and a great CPU. So we put him on an i7-14700KF, and we put him on a 4070 Ti OC. So, and also I put him on the tough version, which is a very good quality GPU that lasts very long, and he's planning on using this computer for a long time. Fittings are Corsair fittings. Tubing is black satin tubing from Corsair. CPU cooler is the LCD cooler, custom cooler from Corsair. Radiator is the thick 360mm rad. Cooling the radiator are the QX120 Link fans. And RAM, of course, the Dominators. These are the Dominator Titaniums. So these are the badass RAM sticks that Corsair has. As for power supply, we actually have one of the new power supplies that they have on the market right now, which is the SFX 1000 watt power supply. They originally only had up until 750 watt SFX, and now they have the 1000 watt, which you guys should really get your hands on, because 1000 watts, that small, amazing, can't complain. Super happy because it allowed us to make the computer a lot smaller, because if I would have had to add a much bigger power supply, it would have been more work and it would have been a much bigger build. So we managed to reduce that size in the end. Basically, the wings are a motorized system that has like two little limit switches inside that the moment it reaches a certain point in the piston, it stops working. So basically, client can completely press the button, let it go, and the wings will stop at a certain point, and vice versa. When opening the wings, it's the same concept. You don't have to worry about the wings going past a certain point because they just cut off at a certain point. Pumping all of this liquid, of course, is the Corsair HXD5 water pump and combo res. And we also decided to add a nice little homage to Corsair by adding these two awesome kunais at the back of the case. If you guys are curious on how well this is holding in, I mean, I'm pulling on it. I am literally pulling on it. This is not moving at all. At all. Like, even shaking my hand, the GPU is not moving. This is not going anywhere. So I did 3 different pieces, 3D printed them. I gave them a coat of silver paint. Then I did a coat of black paint, but very fine detail, in order to give it that like lustrous black and silver look. And then I did a final clear coat finish on it to seal everything in. And voila, that's the 3D printed bracket for the GPU. Just in case people are worried about airflow in the system, I took into consideration a lot of that. So basically the idea here is the client is gonna have, Michael is gonna have the computer in front of him. So by having the computer in front of him, we don't want air to blow into his face while he's gaming or otherwise. So the idea is to take the air from the room and then shoot it through the back of the system. So right here we have intake fans that push the air from the rad into the rad, through the rad, and into the back of the case. So at the back of the case, we have 2 exhaust fans exhausting all of the hot air from inside the case. And if you guys are worried about the GPU overheating also, there are 2 huge cutouts at the back of the GPU, allowing for heat dissipation towards the inside and through the back again, also with the back fans. And of course, you also have exhaust thanks to the power supply. So basically any hot air going from the motherboard can shoot out through this power supply also when the fan goes off. So there's a good airflow in the system. I'm not worried, the system's gonna run super cool. If you think otherwise, I mean, go ahead, explain it. As you can see, leak test was a success, no leaks. We installed all the applications, booted up the system, got everything running. It's running super smooth. I'm extremely happy about it. And now at this point, all that's left to be done is get the system into Michael's hands. So on that note, leave a comment, a like as to why you liked the video and what you think could have been done better on the computer, or why you like the computer in and of itself. And if you guys want to support us for more videos in the future, subscribe, comment, like, and I'll see you guys on the next one.